Hi, Kat.
Hello, Tiffany.
So we just recorded a Patreon episode, and it started off with me seeing a ghost. So if you
Yeah.
want to,
Yeah, if you haven't
potential ghost,
already, yeah,
allegedly,
if you haven't already, this will come out sometime in late October or November, I think. So,
yeah,
but you can go back to Patreon and listen to that if you want.
yeah, yeah. I think the Patreon will definitely be out. So
Yeah.
yeah, we talked for like an hour about ghosts,
Aliens,
and
ghosts,
true
psychology.
crime,
Yeah, we
and
covered everything.
that was
Sleep
fun. Like
paralysis.
my mom's alien story,
Yeah.
my potential ghost encounter for real. The curtain probably wasn't one, but
I don't know.
I
The,
don't
s-
know, man.
the seance. Yeah.
Yeah, seance. Yes, that was really interesting. So, if you're interested, head on over there. But
Patreon.com, greening up my act.
there you go. So, did you know? No, that's not how I want to start. So, there is a 2022 CNN article titled, "We consume up to a credit card's worth of plastic every week."
Every week? Okay. That's a habit.
Yes. So, this is from 2022. Have you not heard that before? That
No.
idea that we consume it's like
It
all over the
sounds
place.
kind of like you swallow 6 spiders in your sleep every year or something.
You are not wrong.
Okay. It sounds
Yeah.
apocryphal, yeah.
Okay. Yes. So that's like something that a lot of people and brands say,
Okay.
that we eat a credit card's worth of plastic every week. Other people have framed it as like 50 plastic bags per year,
Okay.
which is nuts. But so this is all over the place. This is CNN, and it's still like it's there. Like it's up, and it's
They have fact checkers and yeah.
yeah. So I found this other article that made a correction, and that's why I knew that it was a correction, because it basically said previously we said that
Aha, okay.
people eat a credit card's worth of plastic every week. That's not true.
Okay.
So, according to the Journal of Hazardous Materials Letters,
There's a journal for everything.
don't know, that calculation contains severe errors. The author of the original study or calculation overestimates total ingested mass of microplastics by several orders of magnitude.
Okay.
And it can be considered as a rather irrelevant factor for the toxic effects of microplastic particles on the human body.
Okay.
CNN doesn't care.
They're like, this gets people to click, so.
I also, the other day, was listening to a podcast, and I heard an ad from Blue Land, who I will talk about a little bit. That's the, do you know them? They're like a eco-friendly cleaning company.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've probably seen
I'm
their
sure
ads.
you've heard of them.
I'm going
yeah.
to now that we're saying it
Yes.
out loud, so yeah.
Yeah. Right. But the podcast ad, their Blue Land podcast ad, used that same statistic, like the other day.
I can't trust anything anymore.
So that's annoying, right? But microplastics are still pretty awful.
Yeah.
So where's the truth?
Okay.
It turns out it is the freaking Wild West out here.
Yeah. Surprise.
Like, it's all over the place. So let's make sense of what microplastics are, how they're impacting the environment and us, and potential solutions, including a potentially greenwashed idea of microplastic-free certification.
Oh boy. Okay.
Welcome to Greening Up My Act.
We have some killer dance moves.
Right. My finger wags.
Yeah. I did a shimmy. That's pretty exciting.
All right, run through my sources real quick so we can get to the meat and potatoes.
Microplastics, yeah.
To the plastic-filled meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
So CNN, obviously I use them. Journal of Hazardous Materials Letters. I hate that name.
Mm-hmm.
Use them. UCSF, University of California, San Francisco.
Yeah.
Feels
I
right.
had to do the math in my head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The book that I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago, but it's called A Poison Like No Other. It's about microplastics. The Revelator, which is a website about plastic pollution. One website from Advantech Plastics, which is a company that is making a new kind of plastic that we're going to talk about. And it's
boy.
fascinating.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Journal Environmental Chemistry Letters and ScienceAlert.com.
Cool.
So
good sources. Sounds like a good list.
I tried.
Yeah.
Like I said, it really is the Wild West. Yeah. Okay, let's start off. What is a microplastic? We've all, at this point, probably heard the term, but it is a plastic particle that's less than 5 millimeters in size.
Okay.
So it's tiny.
Yeah.
It originates from both intentional manufacturing, which is called a primary microplastic, which would be like your beads that they used to put in like face wash.
Yes.
Yeah. That kind of thing. And it also can come from secondary sources like the breakdown of larger plastic items, which is called a secondary microplastic.
Right. Okay.
They come from all sorts of places. Synthetic textiles, so all of our running gear.
Yep.
Spandex.
When you wash it. Yep.
Yep. Tires apparently are really bad for microplastics, which I did not realize.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Because they're probably not made out of rubber anymore, right? Or at least not
mostly
totally.
rubber. Yeah.
Yeah. Glitter. Pure. That's all it is. It's
just
shiny microplastics. Yeah. Microbeads, which they're kind of phased out.
They've been phased out. Yeah, I think they use wax now mostly.
Yeah. And the disintegration of everyday plastic products.
Yeah, I read somewhere when you open a bottle, every time you open a plastic bottle, like it releases microplastics. I don't know how true that is, but yeah.
It probably is true.
Okay.
Love it. Again, we're going to cover some solutions, helpful tips. So no despair needed. So there is no such thing as a single microplastic because they're all so different.
Okay.
Because there are so many different kinds of plastic.
Okay.
But a lot of people consider like that book that I read said that there are like 3 kind of types: nurdles, microplastics, and microfibers.
Nurdle sounds like a creature from Star Wars. Okay.
I know. And that's basically just like a small piece. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. And I actually think nurdles, I hate that word. It's like, I think that's what they use when they make new plastic. I think those are like the little pieces. But I didn't really look into it, but yeah, microfibers are another one. So how bad are they? Aren't we curious?
This is real spooky shit, so.
Yeah, I know. So, a poison like no other. You can kind of see his slant.
Yeah, I can see his point of view very clearly. Okay.
He says, the world has never seen a pollutant like this. DDT is a chemical. Plastics contain at least 10,000 chemicals, many of which scientists find concerning.
Yeah.
So plastic is mixed with all of these chemicals to do things like make them bend or make the plastic stronger, that type of thing. Plastics, the author of this book said plastics are not actually necessary, really, because not too long ago we used cardboard and glass just fine. Really not too long ago, if you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's since kind of the invention of Tupperware. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was what, like the 60s?
Yeah.
70s?
I mean, it really
and then even then they were using glass bottles, right?
Yeah, still. Yeah, to get a Coke or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get your milk delivered in glass. That was a thing for a long time. Yeah. I think you can even do that.
There's some
when my
dairies
mother-in-law was...
Yeah.
You might even be able to do it now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one near us that you can get at the grocery store. It costs a freaking arm and a leg.
I know.
But...
That's the thing.
Yeah. And then the craziest part about all of this is that we have known, like, in your mind, have your eyes been opened about microplastics, like, relatively recently?
I feel like I've heard more about it recently. But yeah, like it's been like the last 5 years.
Yeah. Did you know much about it before?
No. I mean, someone like they were talking about it in face washes and stuff, but not like every time you open a plastic bottle that releases microplastics, or every time you wash your running gear, it releases microplastics. That's all been new to me. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Do you want to know when the first person figured out that there was a shitload of microplastics in the ocean?
Tell me. Lay it on me.
It was the 1970s.
I had a feeling. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So, a scientist named Edward Carpenter, who actually now teaches, I think he now teaches, at least in 2019 he did. He may be retired now, but he now teaches at San Francisco State University. He figured this out, and he told the plastics industry that there were microplastics in the ocean. He had a whole write-up in the New York Times. It was a big deal for a minute, but then the focus shifted to macroplastics, like plastic bags or bottles or whatever. Like that sort of, that idea of pollution, where it's like the visible
because you can see
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, and when people think of the floating garbage patch in the ocean, that's what they think of, but that's not actually what it is. It's microplastics. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, I can't remember. It's funny because I have learned a lot since our plastic episode. We should probably like redo some of that at some point, because I feel like I didn't know all of this microplastics stuff yet. And so when I feel like my conclusions for our plastics research was like, this is shit, this is awful. But also, I think I didn't know how bad.
You missed an aspect of it that makes it even worse. Yeah, this is like the unleaded gas, or the leaded gasoline of our generation.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's gone on longer. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not only in like near cars. It's like in every single thing. Yeah. So I'm assuming, and I didn't really look into it, but I'm assuming the oil and gas industry had something to do with the shift away from microplastics.
Well,
that's
and probably
just an assumption.
And Coca-Cola, like or the big bottle, right? They want they're like, oh, you can recycle it. It's on you to do it, but it makes our life easier. So
yeah, less responsibility for them, and it's cheaper. So anyway, I don't remember it being a topic of conversation until like 5 years ago.
No, so. I think even like we talk about it more because we talk about plastics in this podcast. Like I know more about it. Yeah.
We're like doing more research than the average Joe.
Yeah. Cause it's just, like there'll be those scary articles that'll come up on CNN or wherever, but it's like, I mean, it feels like in the last year, there's been a lot more about like we consume so many microplastics and
totally.
And how bad it is for us. Like a new okay, I'm gonna let you do your podcast, but it feels like a new study just came out saying how bad it is, and I haven't even read that, but the headline came up.
Yeah, so. I haven't seen that, but I believe it. And like I said with the CNN one, that type of thing, there is a lot of misinformation out there.
Okay.
So let that be a comfort.
Oh, goody. Okay.
But so how bad is it for the environment?
Okay.
I just sort of wanted to, and I only had time to skim, like graze over this, because basically there are so many layers of consequences, potential consequences in the future.
Which we don't even know. How do we measure it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So A Poison Like No Other, that book, says that water processing plants capture 83 to 90% of microplastics.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which sounds like way more than I expected.
Yeah.
But there are so many of them that even like 10% is an insane amount.
It's the law of large numbers again, right? Yeah. Bummer. Okay.
I know. So, for example, microplastics can have a lot of impacts on the environment a lot of them, we, like you said, we don't even know yet. But one, microplastics in sand absorb energy, I think because they're darker than sand.
Oh, so like more sun. Yeah.
Yeah. And they make the sand up to 4 degrees hotter.
Oh my God. Goodbye turtle eggs.
That's exactly, yes. That's like one example
Or crabs
of how,
or birds. Yeah. Or fish.
yes.
Yeah.
Or your feet.
Yeah.
The skin on your
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, turtles are like the one example, one of many examples. Yeah. Most of these, well, and that's also a huge, that exact thing is a huge, huge concern for the Arctic.
Oh, I can see that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just the CO2 in the air that's warming our Earth. We're literally warming the Earth itself. Like,
yes. Yep. So most of these that are in the ocean come from wastewater. So a big portion of that is washing our clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk about at the end something we can do, and I'm going to look into it. I haven't yet, but that will help. But most of us aren't thinking about this yet.
Right.
So the research says that we may see serious environmental consequences in 50 to 100 years if concentrations are allowed to grow like they are now.
Yeah.
Because it will continue to get more and more and more and more concentrated. So it's like, as bad as it is now, if we don't do something about it, it will get that much worse, which is really scary.
Yeah.
That was like one of the scarier things that I realized is like, we put out so much plastic now, and if we let that continue, oh boy.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
Yeah.
We have no clue. Okay. When should I take a break? Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
It is only 4 pages of notes, but I feel like
Okay.
I packed a lot in. So
Yeah.
So how bad is it for us?
Okay.
This is a big consideration for people. And also for animals, any living creature. So microplastics can enter the human body or animal bodies through ingestion or inhalation.
Oh, inhalation was one I hadn't thought about. Yes, that makes sense.
I
Okay.
know. Damn. Ugh. Because they're in the air.
Mm-hmm.
So while the credit card myth is exaggerated, they are still in everything we eat. Almost everything we eat, drink, and they're in the air we breathe.
Wow.
So plastic bottles, a lot of people say, like, don't drink out of plastic bottles, which is true. You shouldn't, really. And we'll get to that at the end. But sometimes it's impossible not to.
Yeah.
And we can't feel guilty every single time we touch plastic because right now.
It's even, like, there's plastic lining on tin cans and stuff,
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's the most frustrating part.
Yeah.
So plastic bottles have many more microplastics in them, but microplastics are in all water. And I looked up, like, I have well water, and I was like, could microplastics be in that? Like, from where?
Yeah.
And apparently runoff from farms, which we live around a bunch of farms, has microplastics in it, and it can contaminate the groundwater, and it probably has.
And filters don't, like, I have a filter on my fridge, like, for the water that doesn't catch microplastics because they're too small.
Yeah. I don't know. It might catch some, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's probably not useless, but it's, yeah, not all of them. So they, as you probably have heard, they have been found in human placentas. They've
Testicles.
been found in, all over the place, all over our bodies. The scary fact about all of this is that we do not know the full health effects. We really don't, because it hasn't been studied.
Yeah. Well, and, like, it hasn't,
anyway.
Yeah. And it, yeah. Oh my God. Like, how would you even, you'd have to follow a cohort for 30 years and measure their microplastic levels and see what kind of outcomes they have, you know, like, okay. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So it may impact sperm, like they might not be as good of swimmers, which is kind of scary for like our future.
Yeah.
It may impact our gut health. That's like a whole theory, but these are just theories, that they mess with our gut biome and cause all of these like inflammation. I don't know, all these issues. Inflammation just makes me want to. That word makes me want to cry.
I know. I was like, what does that mean?
Ugh, because RFK Jr. talks about that all the time. May cause cancer, as we could imagine, right? Yeah. Just, we don't really know. And my least favorite quote that I found this whole time was from a woman named Desiree Labode. She's a pediatric infectious disease physician at Stanford Medicine. She says, although data is still quite limited, maybe all these epidemics that we have, obesity, cardiovascular disease, everybody getting cancer, are related.
I mean...
And she says people are trying to figure out if they're associated with the plastics we're inhaling and imbibing.
Yeah. I think it would make sense. I mean, there's so many things that could, like, your genetic factors, your diet, these all go in. Why wouldn't... There's been, rising rates of a lot of things lately.
I know.
Why wouldn't microplastics be a contributing factor? And maybe not, it's like the one thing, but it could be. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ravel.
However, okay, so let's sort of shine a little light of hope here.
Okay.
Ray of hope. Another woman from the same article said, just because you have a little plastic in you doesn't necessarily mean doomsday. So let's keep in mind that we really don't know yet, which could go either way, right?
Yeah.
Like
it's not as obvious as leaded gasoline. Like, there's no immediate correlation we can tell, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Which is helpful, I guess.
Yeah. So then, okay, so that's kind of how, this is a perfect segue, because that is how microplastics impact the environment and ourselves, maybe. We don't know. Which I was actually surprised how little we know.
Yeah, it seems like that would be... But, I mean, who's funding the studies, right?
Right. Not us. Not the government.
No.
Ugh.
Definitely not oil and gas.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we hadn't funded them under Biden either, but...
No, I mean, well, yeah. Why would they... Even if they did have the studies, why would they release the information if they don't have to?
Exactly.
If it's bad.
Yep.
Okay. Is this break time now?
It is break time.
Okay.
Which is probably a relief.
Cry into my plastic water bottle. It's got metal on the inside, but the straw's plastic.
Yeah, I know. I have the same kind of one. Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break, take a quick breather, and then when we get back, we're going to talk about the fun part.
Okay.
The Microplastic-Free certification.
Oh, funny. Okay, can't wait.
Yes. All right. All right, and we're back.
We're back.
That was quite the break.
Yeah.
Everyone feel refreshed?
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Okay. So, this microplastic-free certification, I heard this... Oh, I think it was that Blue Land ad, actually. Okay. And I was just like, my ears perked up because I knew I was doing this episode. I was like, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ascuti? Like, that sounds great. Yeah. That sounds awesome. So, I was kind of excited, also quite skeptical, which... Okay.
Okay. I know where this is going.
Yes. So, there's a website that is called microplastic-free.org that certifies products as microplastic-free.
Cool. Sounds great. Sounds like something you're going to pay $40 extra for at Whole Foods, but okay.
Uh-huh. And I think don't quote me on this. I think you probably pay for the certification.
Of course. Okay.
I'm assuming, but don't quote me. I don't know. I didn't look.
Okay.
So for them, for a product to meet that certification level, a product must meet stringent criteria, ensuring that all its components can fully bioassimilate within 1 year. I will get into that term, but keep that in your noggin.
Okay, bioassimilate.
Bioassimilate.
I smell green hooey.
You are not too far off.
Okay.
So this means each material used must naturally break down into harmless elements through microbial degradation, leaving no trace of microplastics behind.
Okay.
Our certification process involves rigorous testing and validation to confirm that products adhere to these standards, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Okay.
They also have, oh, did I find this somewhere else? I may have found this somewhere else, but I was like, what the F is bioassimilation?
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is just like, oh, shoot. I'm like waving my arms around in fury.
It's very exciting.
So bioassimilation, this is just a definition that I found. It's the process by which materials are broken down into their fundamental building blocks. So that sounds great, right? Like you take a plastic piece and it's broken down into carbon. I don't know.
Petroleum, right, yeah.
Yeah, which can then be used as nourishment by living organisms such as microbes.
Okay.
Sounds lovely.
Sure, yeah.
The problem, well, there are a couple problems. But so, well, first I want to talk about the testing process that they use. It's based on the results of the, sorry. So they have this list of microplastic-free approved materials. And it's based on the results of this OECD 310 test. It sounds like a lot of big words. It evaluates the ability of, supposedly, the materials to bioassimilate. And so basically, if the product has all of these things that can supposedly bioassimilate in it, and only that, which they say anything almost can be on this list, is how they frame it. It's, or at least how I understood it, don't sue me. They say that it is environmentally neutral.
Oh.
And it can become environmentally neutral. So then we get on to the Blue Land ad that I heard. I looked at Blue Land's website. So they make like cleaning products that you get the glass bottle and then you get a tablet.
Okay, I have heard of this, yes. Yeah,
and then you can put the tablet in and shake it around with some water and then you have a cleaning product.
Okay. I'm looking them up on my phone right now.
I'm assuming that they are highly overpriced. That's just a guess. Compared to Dr. Bronner's. But
yeah, okay.
Guess.
Yeah. So
do you see the marketing fluff that says certified microplastic free or 100% microplastic free? It's all over their website.
Our 100% plastic free tablets are safer for your family, healthier for the planet, and proven to get your surfaces sparkling clean.
Yes. I really don't like them for this.
No. You can buy, this is their multi-surface cleaner tablet refills. 2 tablets.
Mm-hmm.
For $5. And it makes 20, every tablet makes a 24-ounce bottle of multi-surface cleaner.
Okay, that's actually less than I thought.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Because I mean, it's still overpriced, but I mean, that one tablet would last you probably a long time.
Yeah, I mean, but then they have all these flavors. Like, why is it lemon? Fresh lemon scent. They don't tell you how the scent was made. Okay. Anyway.
We've discovered that fragrances are the problem.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Oh, they're plant-based fresh scents. Okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
No.
Lemon is a plant.
Yeah. So is arsenic, right? Or
yeah.
Anyway, okay, interesting.
Okay. So the funniest thing that I came across was this company that is making plastics apparently that can bioassimilate called Advantech Plastics.
Okay.
I'm just going to
yes.
read from their website. This
Okay.
is what they say. Advantech Plastics is at the forefront of the move toward bioassimilation, the last and final stage of biodegradation when plastic polymers are consumed by microorganisms and simply cease to exist.
Ta-da! Yeah, sure. No. Magically simply cease to exist. That's not how that works at all. Okay. Cute.
I was like, what?
Who's your PR person and how did they write this? I think I've heard about them. Because I've heard stories of hope about maybe it wasn't the creation of the plastic, but it was creation of like microphages or whatever that can eat plastic down to
Yeah, and the good news is this might not be bullshit.
Okay.
But currently we don't know.
Right.
So I'm going to get into that.
Okay.
It's all the world is full of possibilities.
Yes,
but
I guess.
Where we are right now, saying that this is what happens, that the plastic ceases to exist is insane.
Yeah, no.
It's also insane even if, because it doesn't, like, that's still not what is happening. Okay,
no, that's not even the scientific process that they're talking about.
It's like, that would be nice, but so that journal Environmental Chemistry Letters says, because I was like, okay, is this real? Like, is this true? So I had to find like something science-based, and this one was like pretty heavy science. I linked it. Feel free to take a look. They say the effectiveness of the methods developed for microplastic remediation still remains unclear.
Okay.
And that's in general. And this was written in 2025.
Okay.
So this year. So they also say there remains a lack of knowledge with respect to biotechnical interventions, which is what they're talking about, for microplastic removal. Most of genetically modified microbes have only been validated under lab conditions, and reports on their efficiency in field conditions are largely lacking.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
It does. And so we have all of these people saying, I can certify you to be microplastic free, and poof, they
it disappears.
disappear based on science that isn't there yet.
Yeah.
It may be in the future, and
This is
there
another
is
unfinished
promise.
horse drawing. Yes.
Yes. God, I was just like, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And so classic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's classic American marketing. Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that you can pay for a certification, that's just not.
Magic.
Yes.
It's magic.
Yeah.
Your house is certified ghost free. Boop. There's your gold star.
I wonder if that exists. If
Oh,
some,
probably.
like,
If
either
this
ghost
is
hunter.
This is a business we should probably start.
Totally. Certified ghost free.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, because like I said, I listen to a lot of ghost podcasts. They don't have a certification, but there are people who, like, have their whole business on going in and releasing the demons, and they're well respected in the community, and that's what they do.
I was a friend of mine in college was like, Kat, we're going to start a business. I was like, what are we starting? She was like, pet psychic. How would they prove us wrong? Yep. I was like,
people are obsessed with their pets.
Oh,
I was
they
just
really
listening to, what the hell was I listening to? Some podcast, because that's all I listen to, about how, and That's Why We Drink. They were talking about dogs, and they were saying they live in LA. There are places you can rent 1,000 square feet for your dog to have an apartment while you're away, to ease the guilt of boarding them. And I'm like, if a dog can live in a bigger apartment than I lived in for all of my 20s.
Yeah.
Something's wrong here.
Oh my God.
And yet there's a homeless population.
There's homeless people. Yes.
something's wrong here. Something's real wrong.
Late stage capitalism strikes again. Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
And these apartments apparently have like televisions so the dog can be entertained. They have all of this shit. I don't know, all this shit. And I'm just like, this is crazy.
Childcare doesn't even have this. Like,
No.
you know?
Seriously. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not joking. Yeah, you could probably get a better dog boarder than a child.
Again, we talked about like
provider.
it's easier to take a dog to the vet than it is to take a person. So to the human vet, I mean the doctor, what do we call them now? Yeah.
The human vet, yeah. We weren't recording when we said that, but that is what it feels like.
Yeah, we were
both
talking about that.
Yeah, we both think this healthcare system is absolute garbage.
Traumatizing. Okay, anyway, microplastics,
Yes.
microplastics.
Right. So the good news is I'm on to cheap or free solutions.
Okay.
And solutions with a
caveat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like, I feel like solutions is an overpromise, but helpful hints. I don't know.
Okay.
Something more like things that
grains of hope.
Things that researchers who research microplastic think help.
Okay.
And they would know.
Okay.
So, all right. There's a bunch of cheap or free things that you can do, and some paid ones that I'll talk about in a second. But basically, you may have heard this already, but don't microwave plastic.
I have heard that. Yep.
Yeah. Like, that's the number one thing that if you don't do that, because basically 3 minutes in the microwave can release millions of microplastics.
Wow. It's just not something, because it's the thing, you don't see them. Because I always thought of microplastics as like little pieces of plastic or like the little microbeads like you're talking about. But they're even smaller than that. Like you can inhale them. They can get into your alveoli or whatever it's called in your lungs and lodge there. They can be in your testicles. Testicles are not big sacs. They're little tubes. You know, like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like in your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not microbeads. That would block a vein or an artery if you had a microbead in your bloodstream. But they're just floating around in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you don't see them. They're microscopic.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, some of them are a little bit bigger and you can see them.
Yes. It's anything under 5 millimeters, which is actually pretty large comparatively. But
yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, what would that be the size of? Oh, yeah.
It's like a sprinkle. I feel like that's like a...
That sounds right.
Like sprinkles. Or jimmies, as they call them in Philadelphia, apparently.
Yes.
Jimmies. Like jimmies on your ice cream? What are you talking about? Oh, sprinkles. We call them sprinkles in the rest of the world.
Yeah, I used to work at a coffee shop, sandwich shop. I did work at all those, but ice cream place. And this guy came in asking for jimmies, and I was like, "What the hell are you saying?"
Go back to Pennsylvania.
Okay, so a pencil top eraser.
Oh.
I'm trying to think.
That's 5 millimeters? Yeah, so I think like a sprinkle that.
Yeah,
I think look like microplastics.
Yeah. Like a small pearl.
Okay.
Like really
That's
small.
still pretty big.
Yeah, but then most of them aren't that big.
Yeah. And those are the ones we can filter out with like cheesecloth, you know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, those aren't necessarily the biggest problem. So yes, so do not microwave plastic.
Okay.
That's one of the biggest ones. When you can, store your food in non-plastic containers.
I have glass containers that have plastic tops is the problem.
Yeah, I think that's less of a problem. I think it's more just like your food sloshing around in the plastic, especially hot food.
Yeah.
Which means eating less carry out.
Yes, definitely that.
Which is a problem.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Even if they give you like the cardboard,
like that.
Yeah. Even if they give you the cardboard container carry out,
it's coated in plastic.
It's coated in plastic. Yeah, which is so annoying. Yeah.
Yeah, not all. I feel like pizza boxes aren't.
Yeah.
But then they always have the PFAS laden parchment paper.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like great.
You can't fucking win.
Yeah.
So like your hot ass miso soup is what I wrote in a plastic container. Ain't good for you.
Yeah.
Which I just got last night. So in this is just coming from me, but it might be better. I'm thinking it might be better to eat inside a restaurant off of a plate than to eat carry out.
Or if they'll let you bring your own takeout container. That's like a big movement.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
Which is so
Have you
still
ever
have
done
to,
that?
Yeah. But not for like that, just for leftovers. So
Yes. Okay. So you've never taken it to a
place
I'm
and say, can you
thinking
fill
like
that? Yeah, the
yeah,
health code
like
issues.
you can't. Well, some people do it, so I think it probably depends on. I'm sure there are health code issues, but some people, I think some restaurants will do it. Because that was
Maybe,
another. I had that same thing. Is like bring it with you and ask them to do that. But
maybe
then it's
call
like
ahead. Yeah.
buy online ordering because you'll
Yeah.
have to
Yeah,
go in
you can't get a
person,
delivery. Yeah. Which,
which is
okay,
okay.
maybe,
I'm
yeah,
just
maybe we get too much
saying,
delivery. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean, you
ever
just,
get delivery because I live in the boonies and it costs
well, yeah,
$100,000.
it's like here too. Delivery is like a once in a lifetime thing for me.
It's insane.
Even Sean is like,
Because it's
no,
always Uber Eats and
yes,
they charge
DoorDash. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They charge fees and the restaurants charge more for it. And then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Sean is like, we will go pick it up. And I'm like,
No,
okay.
we're the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we
But also-
could, but
You could just buy a pizza oven like we did and then
mm-hmm.
never get takeout again.
That is yes. Yeah. We have gotten pretty good about we'll eat out once a week. And usually, well, it depends. Depends on Charlie's mood, but usually we go out to eat. But you know, for a lot of people, like they eat out all the time,
Because
so
they don't have
like
time
really
to cook.
blows
Yeah.
to have to think about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I think about it like I thought about it last night with my miso soup. I was like, should I even order miso soup? Because now I'm going to feel guilty for eating so many freaking microplastics.
Well, you're not doing it every day.
Right. That
which
is true.
helps. But
That
yeah.
is true. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
not a
and-
good way to store, like, when I make broth or soup, those little plastic soup containers that you get, like, they're so
unfortunately
good
perfect.
for
Yeah.
freezing it and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Glass is
I
not
know.
good for that.
Yeah, I use glass, but you definitely can't overfill it, which I've done so many times. I'm
Yes.
like, crack.
Yep.
Damn it.
Yep.
Yeah. But it does work if it's not overfilled. So there's hope.
Okay.
So like I mentioned before, you can drink tap water, not bottled. Not always possible, but options. This is interesting. Eat more fruits and veggies because microplastics accumulate in animal fat.
Makes sense.
So it sort of goes along with like our, veganism.
Yeah.
Is all of this better? Well, in terms of microplastics, yes. Avoid nonstick and plastic cookware.
Man, I cannot get Sean on that train, but yeah.
The nonstick one.
He loves nonstick. He has several nonstick pans. I'm like, first of all, I can't use any of my metal.
Yeah.
I
I need to be
hate 'em.
scraping that shit.
I hate them.
No,
I
I actually watched this movie, and it was like not a documentary, a movie with shit, what's his name? One of my favorite actors because I think he's like the most handsome man, and I
can't wait
can't
to
think
hear
of
who
what
this
his damn name is.
We're having that kind of night. We're
It's
both
about
kind of like,
PFAS. I know.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm getting COVID, so anyway, this is why
Yeah.
my brain isn't functioning. What is his name? He was the Hulk.
Bruce. Oh my God, Mark Ruffalo.
Yes, thank you. God.
I love him. He's such a good person. From what I know, I don't know him
He seems
personally.
like such a
but
good dude.
Yeah.
Who knows if he is or not, but
yeah.
anyway, there was a movie that he was in and he played a lawyer with like PFAS stuff. And it was based on a true story, so it's horrifying. And we threw out all of our nonstick shit the day after.
Maybe I'll get Sean to watch that.
You should, actually. That would be, because it's based on a true story. But also stainless steel. Have I talked to you about stainless steel? Joey opened my eyes to this. You can make it nonstick.
Yes, you just have to get it hot enough.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it doesn't always work perfectly, but
No.
it works really surprisingly
Well,
well.
but you can scrape it with a metal scraper.
Exactly.
Or a metal
And
scrub
it's not
brush.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Just
You can
soak
scour
it for an
your
hour and
pans.
you're good. Yep.
Yeah, baking soda.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Get him to watch that, whatever movie it's called.
Okay, I'll look it up.
It was a pretty good movie. So You can use foil instead of plastic wrap. The hard thing about all of this is like use glass, not plastic, but it's like we have already glass isn't so bad, but we've already kind of gone through so many products and figured out that like yes, plastic is better in one way, but it sure is worse. Or sorry, worse in one way, but it's a lot better than like wood or glass or whatever in a lot of other ways. So it's like it's so tricky because you're going to be using more greenhouse gases. Or like releasing them in the
stuff
grand
that's
scheme
made
of
from
things.
bamboo is still plastic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like rayon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard because it's like we can't live our lives only focus on this one thing.
Right.
But then like
I
what
mean,
the F do we focus on?
Right. Harm reduction, right? That's the idea.
Do our best.
Knowledgeable harm reduction. Yeah. Rather than perfection. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good.
Yeah, totally. It's so easy to do, even in like my day to day. I'm like, oh, my yogurt is in plastic and I'm feeding it to my daughter.
That's hard.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But like, I ain't gonna make yogurt.
Right. And
I hear it's not that hard, but I'm not gonna do it. So
there's one
right
brand that sells in glass jars.
Oh. And it costs how much?
Yeah, it's a lot more, I think.
Oh yeah, the wee one?
Yeah. I used to keep the little cups and like store stuff in
Yeah,
them.
I have some of those.
They're like little juice
holders.
glasses. Yeah, candle holders, juice glasses. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, they're very expensive if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
They were tasty, but it was more like a dessert. That wasn't like yogurt.
Yeah.
It was like chocolate mousse with caramel swirl.
I got like strawberry or something.
Oh, okay. I'm sure that's probably true.
I always want to be the person who eats yogurt, and then I don't like the texture.
Oh, okay. I can see it. It can be kind of gritty.
Yeah. No, just goopy.
Yeah. It's got some, it
makes me gag. I have the same problem with oatmeal and I have the same problem with bananas. They're
interesting.
Goopy, and they make me gag.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I love all those things. But
I know. I know they're good for me. Some days I just can't eat them. Anyway.
I also hate eggplant, so it's like,
I don't love eggplant either. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also goopy.
It is
goopy. I don't like that texture.
Yeah. Which is weird because I like squash okay. I don't know. But not eggplant.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Okay. Another thing you can do is use a wet mop in your house regularly because microplastics cling to dust.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Which is a little concerning because my house is so goddamn dusty.
I know, mine too. Okay. That's interesting. They like bind with dust.
I know. Yeah, they combine, or they bind with a lot of things actually.
I'll bet.
Another one, similarly, one study found that if you boil and filter your water, that you can remove up to 90% of the microplastics in it.
Interesting.
And I think the reason is because the microplastics get trapped. This is especially true for hard water, but it gets trapped in the hard water buildup.
Oh, and like the calcium and the...
Yeah, in like your kettle or whatever.
Oh.
Isn't that weird?
Fascinating. Okay.
I know.
And it's not hot enough for them to melt, I guess, probably. I don't know what the boiling point of plastic is.
Yeah, but I don't know either.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
That came out pretty recently. So I don't know. It's like I said, it's a wild frickin' west. It just feels like we're all kind of like making it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so those were like free and or cheap solutions. There are also some spendy ones. So, this is a cool one. So in the 80s, washing machines used to have microfiber traps built into the water part.
Okay.
Like the wastewater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, all that microfiber coming out of every time you wash your clothes would get trapped in that filter. And you chucked it out instead of having it go into the water.
Okay.
And these can capture, and they make these still. So you can add one of these. These are like post whatever. I didn't look them up. I should actually try to include a link for one that I find. But it can capture like 87% of those microfibers.
Oh, cool.
Which is certainly better than none. And if we all did that, like imagine the difference that that would make.
Yeah.
That's massive. Um, they took them off. So they used to have them in the 80s. They took them off because we have lint traps in the dryers.
Okay.
Isn't that so annoying? I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't know. We
Yeah.
should have. We
They
should have known,
weren't,
but
well, I don't know.
but we
Hindsight's
didn't know.
2020. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is also like, doesn't it make sense to do it before it gets to the dryer? Because lint traps are so dangerous.
I know everything sets on fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
It's
think
kind of
so?
crazy. I'm gonna try it actually.
Okay.
Um.
Oh, I'm sure mine would just get clogged with dog hair like immediately. So
Yes.
just
I know.
a full Archie. Just
Yeah, your dogs have long fur.
they do.
Oh my god, and there's 2 of them.
Yep.
Oh boy.
But they only shed at certain times. So like they didn't shed for the
Okay.
last 2 months, but Archie's coming back.
Okay, that's
we stopped.
nice.
We stopped having to vacuum every day. So
Yeah. Okay. Because Ruby sheds most days.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they shed some, but
Definitely
it's not
more
like it
in
was.
the spring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another expensive, potentially expensive, but long-term not so expensive strategy is to buy more quality clothes with
Yes,
natural
I was gonna
fibers
say. Mm-hmm.
and wear them for years. Like
Yes.
that's your plan, years and
Learn
years.
to fix them. Yeah.
Yes. Or take them to somebody who knows. Because clothes emit fewer microfibers over time.
Okay.
And I feel
Natural.
like that like getting stuff at the thrift store would even kind of be the same.
Yeah, because it's already
Yeah. So
it's shedded. It's shed its plastics already.
yeah. And it's funny because all of these solutions that I found for the most part have been like stuff that we want, like we as humans want to do anyway. At
Right.
least, okay, that's not across the board, but anyone who's
Right.
listening to the show probably,
Yeah.
we want to eat at home more. We want to
Right.
cook for ourselves more. We want to drink out of reusable water bottles. We want to keep our clothes for 10 years
Yeah.
and not wear a bunch of plastic shit that's just going to fall apart in one
Yeah.
year. So it's kind of funny that like all this stuff can
It all
also
dovetails.
help.
Yeah.
You can also seek out plastic-free toiletries and cosmetics. I did not look this price up, but I imagine it's not cheap.
No.
Because, like, what do you do? Like, is there a glass mascara wand? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I think so. I know that a lot of my lip
or
glosses
wooden
and
bamboo,
stuff-
maybe. Actually,
Yeah,
maybe
right.
it's bamboo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think some of the higher end, like I like wandered into Sephora on one of my trips recently, and I was like, I need a lip gloss. I don't know, and they all are like in glass now.
Yes, that is true.
But I don't know about the wands. But yeah, I mean, there's some options out there.
Yeah, but you're not going to get them at CVS probably.
No, probably not.
Yeah. Yeah, and like your nice foundation will come in a glass jar.
The stuff I order from make.com comes in glass. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't wear
Is that
makeup
like-
very often, so
Yeah.
it's
Did you talk about them?
no, I talked about Beauty Counter, which doesn't exist
That's right,
anymore.
that's right.
It's now
Oh.
Counter. Yeah, they went out of
Okay.
business. It's now
Oh,
Counter.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you can. I mean, you can find it, but you're gonna pay more. And again, like I don't go to an office every day. I don't wear makeup every day.
Yeah.
So that.
Yeah, I mean,
stuff
and
is-
it's not like a problem to spend more on it. I should really, because I don't really wear that much either. It's just something I don't feel like I have the energy to research.
That's
right
it's a thing
now.
that I have trouble with since Beauty Counter went out of business. I'm like, I don't know where to get
Yeah.
this stuff from anymore. You know,
Uh-huh.
make is a good option, I think.
Okay. Okay.
But it's hard,
I haven't
like-
heard of them.
Yeah, a friend of mine helped launch them
Oh,
because
cool.
they're originally supposed to help get micro grants for small women-owned businesses in developing countries. So that
Oh,
was their.
interesting.
I don't know if they do that anymore, but
Okay.
they used to. But yeah, yeah, it's also like when you buy the stuff online and you can't test the color, and then it comes
I
and it's
know.
like my skin is this color all of a sudden, this orange shirt that I'm wearing, and like or just have like lines, you know, or
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know what the eyeshadow is gonna look like, or
Yeah.
and
And
I
for
just look
me,
like
going into a place like Sephora is my personal
overwhelming.
hell.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
I do
And there's
too.
always some teenager who doesn't want to talk to you
Yes.
and doesn't know what she or he is talking about. Like,
No. Yeah, I once went into Victoria's Secret as a high schooler, I think,
yeah,
because I was like, these are the people who know what a bra is like. And
no, they
everybody
have no
was sort
idea.
of in their phase of like, get a custom bra because women empowerment. Like, it was like a
Yeah,
whole thing, and it still is. Like, you deserve to be comfortable, whatever. I went in, and if nobody's seen the YouTube, I do not have double D boobs, but they
mm-mm.
tried to tell me I did. And
Oh wow,
I was like, you guys are idiots. Like, they pulled out the they
the
pulled out
measuring
the
tape.
measuring tape, and they're like, "Yep, double D's." I'm like, are you crazy?
Well, I thought I was a 36A, and I went in and got measured, and they're like, "You're a 36C," and I'm like, "I'm a founding member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. Are you?" But that's what fits. 34Cs fit me.
Interesting.
It was so funny. The woman who measured me, who was like 15 years younger than me, she puts the measuring tape around. I'm like looking at the top of her head because she's so short, And she's like, "Oh my God, you're so tiny." And I was like, "I'm literally looking at the top of your head. I am not tiny. There is nothing about me that is tiny. I am 5'8". I'm not enormous, but I'm not tiny. A 34-inch rib cage that I can wear a 36-inch band. That's not
Right.
tiny. I know it's not a
Right.
40 double D, but
Right.
like I am not. I'm not little. No one has ever. Okay, someone has called me little as a joke, but no one has unironically called me little. So, and I was just looking at the top of her head, like, sure, I'm tiny.
And like,
sure.
why did like she was?
I think
Is
she
that
was
just what
probably
she says to everybody?
I think it's probably. I think
Like a weird
compared to
compliment?
the other woman she had measured that day, I might have been
Oh,
smaller.
maybe.
She's probably
Maybe.
seeing a lot of 40 double G's or whatever. Like
Yeah.
women who just had kids
Uh-huh.
who've got the honkers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Massive milk sacks.
milk mammaries. Yeah, I've never had children, so my boobs are not.
Oh
They're
no, they get huge. It's crazy.
yeah, both my sisters and the nipples, the teacup
Yeah.
size nipples.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make this podcast about boobs. But anyway, yes, I know going into stores to try and find sustainable products from teenagers who are just working there and first of all don't
Hate
care
you.
about you. Yeah, they hate you. Number 1, number 2, they don't know.
Yes. Yes.
They might
Yeah, it's
they might be interested in makeup, but they don't know,
yeah. I'm sure like even I don't know if Macy's isn't gonna have
Oh
sustainable
my
shit,
God.
but
I've had the worst time at like Nordstrom or
really?
something.
I was thinking like because they're under frequented, maybe they would be quiet and like kind of peaceful. But
I had the worst time at one. She didn't listen. She was just awful. Anyway, I'll never
Okay.
go back.
Yeah.
I don't. Was it
that's like
Saks
an
or
old
Nordstrom?
school. Yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe 50 years ago that would have been the solution.
Yeah, that's the thing. There just aren't. The service industry has been decimated, and they don't pay people enough to do these things anymore. And
Yeah.
it's just not worth it for
Yep.
why work at Macy's when you can be an Instagram influencer and Sephora will pay you to try their makeup. Not that everyone can do that, but
No, I know.
and people are awful to service professionals. I totally get it. So anyway, yeah.
Yep. Okay. The last spendy tip is opt for peanut butter. This was just random. Peanut butter in beverages in glass jars,
Okay. Yeah.
which I think inherently will be more expensive, but maybe that's not always the case. Just feels it.
Yeah. And again, I don't eat a lot of peanut butter and I don't drink a lot of beverages out of plastic bottle. I don't have soda
Yeah.
all the time and stuff and
Right.
that stuff's not. I'm okay, I do drink milk for my lattes and that's in plastic usually. So.
Right. Yeah.
And even the organic stuff that comes in the paper half gallon has a plastic top.
lined.
Yeah.
And it's also lined with like
Yeah.
plastic, basically.
Yeah.
Wax. Plastic wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff. There's also like more like bigger solutions that are happening. Tons of them. not enough probably, but there's a bunch of like random sort of hodgepodge people trying to work on solutions here. So one of them is the Microfiber Consortium, which is a global commitment to work towards zero impact from fiber, specifically fiber fragmentation.
From clothing and okay.
Yeah.
Textiles, yeah, carpets, couches. I mean, it's all over the place.
Clothes, yeah. So the problem with this is that it's a global commitment and they want to work towards zero impact by 2030. And then there's like companies like Gap, REI, Arc'teryx, all of these sort of like more not only outdoorsy brands, but a bunch of outdoorsy brands
Patagonia
have signed
sure.
this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see Patagonia, but they may have. But I looked at it, they have a roadmap for their plan, but like by 2030, it's not going to be zero impact. First off, it's 2025.
Yeah.
But the roadmap, the end result is a how-to guide on mitigation practices.
So it's not even implementing mitigation practices. It's just finding
suggesting,
them.
Which is a start.
Yeah. It'd be cool to have that yesterday.
And calling it like zero impact by 2030. I mean, okay. It's framed a commitment to work towards zero impact by 2030.
Right. We intend to work toward eventually coming to a solution by 2030. Okay.
Which, to be fair, it's not necessarily REI that got us in this mess, but
no.
Well,
I don't know. Everyone bought into
not
plastic
only them, I guess.
No, it's all corporations.
Yeah.
Consumerism got us into this mess, and
yes, yep, yeah. The EU is adopting restrictions in 2023. They did on microplastics intentionally added to products. The US in when Biden was around.
A million years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, feels like it. They set the goal of eliminating single-use plastics from like all federal operations by 2035. And Trump, I looked it up because I was like, surely Trump got rid of that. He reversed the version of that for federal parks specifically and the plastic straw ban. Ordinance,
whatever, yeah.
Yeah. So those are both gone. But it kind of sounds like the rest of it is still around. I don't foresee much work being done getting us there. But
what federal employees are going to implement this, right? Yeah.
Apparently they're hiring again. It's crazy. It's
Depending.
Really
some of them are.
Fucking, yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
Nut job.
Yeah.
Psycho.
We live in a
world.
circus. Yeah.
We do.
An evil circus.
And that's the thing. I think that's my whole thing with this entire topic, microplastics, is like, don't we have enough shit to worry about?
Right. Yep.
Like, we were just talking about healthcare before we started recording.
Yeah.
Drumpf. I'm not even going to say his name. Like, obviously that's a problem. Climate change. And then
microplastics.
Yeah. Housing. Like name it.
Yeah.
Cost of living.
Employment
Opportunities.
Being replaced by AI, like falling wages, increasing, everything costs more. Inflation, everything costs more.
Recession.
Yes, and we have not gotten a 25% pay raise. No. But everything at the grocery store is 25%.
Social Security, we were just talking about that.
Gonna be gone. Yeah. We can't retire. We have to work. And they're telling, like, they took away disability. They're taking away disability benefits. Because they're like, oh, well, maybe people aren't able-bodied, but they should be able to take on desk jobs to work until they're 75 or whatever. And it's like, number one, no. But number two, like, there aren't desk jobs.
Also that. Yeah.
Are you going to hire them in the government? Like, that's the thing. They're like, oh, nobody wants to work. I'm like, nobody wants to hire. And nobody wants to pay anyone.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
It's not people's... I mean, I know people personally who probably abuse disability benefits. I do.
Right. Yeah.
Who could
But
probably, but it's also like, why does everyone have to frickin' work all the time? And it's not like they're making millions and millions of dollars off this. They're skirting by, you know.
yes.
They're not going on vacations to Paris. They're not buying new
Right.
cars.
Yes.
You know, that taking disability benefits is not like is not going to make you a billionaire, you know.
Yeah.
And if it does, you're doing something really, really, really wrong. But you know,
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I just have rant. Microplastics.
Yeah. No, but it's like if we didn't have enough to think about, if we didn't have enough.
But it really is. It is to me like leaded gasoline. Like, of course, leaded gasoline is a little bit less nuanced than microplastics. And again, it's smoking gun. It's very clear what effects leaded gasoline have on the population, or lead in general. Benzene, we know this. You know, microplastics, we're kind of like, well, let's sit around and wait and find out. But maybe in 15 years, it's going to be like, what microplastics? You know, wow, our ancestors, grandma has microplastics? We never, you know, maybe. I'd like to believe that.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I wish I could right now. Mm-hmm. There's no cavalry coming.
I do feel like there is a lot of research going into it, and I do feel hopeful about this whole stupid biosimulation thing. I just wish that they would be less
magical about
wacky.
it. Yeah.
Less putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's bigger than like everything we've discovered is bigger than just us. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's so frustrating to me, but I also want to remind all of us not to fall into a pit of despair.
Yes.
And we can't micromanage every single thing we do every day, even though I do it sometimes. But
Yeah.
it's like that just isn't sustainable, and it's also not healthy.
Yeah.
The stress, you know,
Yeah.
stress is also a massive factor in our health. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, do what we can, use these tips that I presented as much as we can. It's not always possible. And then just, you know, keep an ear out for the research and see what's up.
I keep having this thing, and I'm not a Christian, and I'm an atheist, you know, surprise everyone. But I keep hearing, let go and let God. I don't know why. But for some reason that's been like, I'm like, all right, let go. Let
you know,
God.
sometimes these phrases are helpful.
Yeah. It means more to me than like, Jesus, take the wheel or whatever.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you know, you do what you can and you let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yeah.
microplastics are what take me, so be it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing I learned from my grandpa, he even died of cancer. And it's stomach cancer. It's not a fun cancer. But you can, like, death doesn't have to be that scary.
Right.
Which
You
I
can-
don't want to, like, go there. But, like,
No.
it really doesn't.
You can meet
And-
it with dignity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. If our healthcare system would let you. But yeah, right.
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah. That little caveat.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it's true. It's like, it's going to come for all of us. Charlie keeps asking me, when I turn 100, am I going to die? And I'm like, I literally don't know how to answer this. This is one
No
of those
one can tell
moments
you
where
that.
You're like,
Yeah.
frick. What do I say? I don't know.
I always try to turn around and be like, well, what do you think?
Yeah, that never works with her.
She's like, I
don't
want an
know."
answer. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Pfft, you tell me. Yeah, but yeah, we try to be like honest, but I'm like, maybe.
Maybe you'll be
And I'm not gonna
eaten
tell
by
her,
a
well,
wolf.
you might be only 60 when you die.
Yeah, you might be
but-
45.
Yeah,
You
you might be eaten by a wolf.
You might be eaten by a wolf, and then you can flap around like a duck inside, like in the book.
Yeah, we talked about that on our Patreon.
Yeah, Grimm's fairy tales. Yeah,
Throwback.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's gonna be real funny to a small cohort of people that listen to
Yes,
our Patreon.
yes,
but
yes.
yeah,
To me, for sure.
that's to you. That was a joke for you. So
Yeah, I'll tell her that.
Okay.
Yeah, then she'll be like, "Oh my god."
Whoops.
Whoops. Okay, sweet. So I'm not surprised. We only had 4 pages of notes, but
And we talked forever. Yeah.
this went over.
We're like an hour over our usual recording time. We've
I
been
know,
chatty Cathy's
and
tonight.
I'm pretty sure, like I mentioned briefly, I'm getting COVID. I feel better now, so maybe it was just an exhaustion moment.
Go to bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink your microplastic tea and go to
Yeah, I
bed.
can't wait. Yay, delicious.
Speaking of, next week,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing mushroom coffee.
Yes,
So-
I'm excited about this one, actually.
It's a funny one.
I know. The things you've told me so far, I'm like, huh?
Yeah. I went and got
Say what?
mushroom coffee today and
Yes.
sent some very funny texts to some very funny people about it. So I took pictures. So
Yeah.
I'll post them on the Instagrams when we post the episode. So
Yeah, sadly, our meetup in DC got canceled. So
yeah, that happens.
we were going to, although you couldn't find any mushroom coffee in DC anyway, right?
I probably could have if I just was not.
Yeah.
If you had gone with me, I might have, but I was like, meh.
Yeah,
I want to
know,
walk
yeah.
around the National Mall. It was so hot this weekend.
I know.
It was
it's
warm.
wild.
It's weird. This is not
Yeah.
October. It feels like July outside. So
Yeah. It was a little cooler today, if that helps, but
lucky. Not here.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
hopefully soon.
All right, well, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, go find us on Patreon and listen to our Halloween episode if you haven't, so you get the wolf duck joke.
yeah.
Nothing else.
There you go. Yeah, it was a fun one.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to slurp some mushroom coffee with you.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find some for, I don't know, some other stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Sweet.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
Tiffany. Thanks
have
for
a
listening,
good
everyone. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.